with liberty and justice for all. Can we just remain standing for a moment of silence for those who continue to fight for our freedom and those who have lost their lives in that fight? Thank you. Okay, calling the special village board meeting of Wednesday, December 11, 2013 to order. Our first public hearing is regarding the parking along Beach Road. Terry?
Yes, the chief had asked for no parking along Beach Road, south of the intersection with Forest Drive. The information we had, the local law was written on the west side, and I believe, Chief, now you're recommending the east side?
So, yes, there's the east side.
Okay, so I think before we proceed with the public hearing, I think if there'd be a motion to amend the draft local law to provide east side.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So moved.
Now, you know, when there's a substantial change in a local law, you should renotice it. I don't think this is a substantial change because I think anybody who would have been concerned, the advertisement said prohibiting parking along a portion of Beach Road, so I don't think there's an issue as far as the adequacy of notice.
Okay, would anybody like to speak?
Move that the public hearing be closed.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So moved.
I move the local law, what's
Number 13.
number 13 of 2013.
Do I have a second?
Second.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Our second public hearing is on the new provisions regarding flood damage prevention.
Okay, thank you. FEMA has revised regulations in order for any community to participate in the flood insurance program. We have to have a local law that complies with the regulations. At the recommendation of DEC that administers the program for federal government, rather than piecemeal amend the existing local law, they suggested adopting an entirely new local law, which is what you have before you. Subsequent to doing the first draft, we submitted it to the official at DEC for the review. There were a number of insubstantial technical changes that were made, and so that was also sent to you with those changes. And this is basically the local law that's required by DEC for the village's participation. Charles has the esteemed title of local floodplain administrator, so if you have any technical questions about how the program operates, I'm sure he'd be happy to answer them, but the local law you have before you is the one that's been approved by DEC.
Okay, would anybody like to speak?
Move that the public hearing be closed. Second.
Yep, I have. Can you post it on the website?
I don't know, Kathy?
Can we post it onto the website? Yes.
It can be
It has been, I think she said.
Oh, it has been posted.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It has been, yes.
With the agenda, I think.
With the, oh, right, it's with the agenda, you're right.
But I take that off easily.
Yes,
Leave it.
it's on there.
You can put it on.
Okay, I have a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So moved. Our next item is the Orange Avenue developer has requested to postpone coming to before us as they wish to come back with a new proposal. They have asked to postpone it to a date certain, which is in February. Do we have the date, Virginia?
No, I don't have a date now. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you the regular board meeting.
And I forgot to bring a calendar.
I just need the, oh, okay.
If you call it tomorrow, I'll have to...
No, we
I
gotta
have
do
it.
it by
We have
motion.
to do
The first Monday is...
3, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
February 3rd.
We're closing, or we're going to...
No, you're going to continue the public...
Okay, so
Turn it to February 3rd.
I would need a motion to continue the public hearing to a date certain of February 3rd.
I'll make the motion.
So moved.
Second. We have a motion and a second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Mayor?
Yes.
With regard to the flood damage prevention law, do we have to move to adopt tonight? I think we just moved to close the public hearing, unless I...
I don't know, Ginny, you do both?
He did, you didn't adopt it.
You didn't adopt it, right, okay.
So do I have a motion to adopt it?
I thought you... So moved.
Second.
Oh, I thought Jack did.
All in favor?
Aye.
He made a
Opposed?
motion to close.
So moved.
Okay. The fire department, or fire inspector wanted a local law for them to be able to enforce the illegal parking in a fire zone. So do you want to set that for the next
For the
meeting?
public hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got copies of it for everybody.
Okay.
I want to read it.
You want me to just read it?
Yeah, go ahead, Terry.
We have a memo here from the building inspector, Steve Conley. The building department is requesting that the Village of Suffern fire inspector / assistant fire inspector be authorized to issue a summons for illegal parking in a fire zone, parking of any vehicle within 15 feet of any fire hydrant or a fire department connection. So that has to be included in the village code. If you'd like to move on that, you should set a public hearing for the January meeting.
Okay.
Are you moving that, Jack?
So moved.
Well, so that'll be January...
That's
The first. The first.
No.
no.
The 6th.
6 at, what time? 7:35?
7:35, yeah.
Yeah.
Who made the motion?
Jack?
Joe. Who second?
Joe?
Joe, thank you.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? So moved. Thank you very much, Matt. Next, we have an appointment of Timothy McInerney as an alternate member to the Planning Board. I need a motion to confirm.
Motion to confirm.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Next item is the approval of proposal for the DPW. Charles?
Good evening, Mayor and the Board. I am requesting authorization to accept the lowest cost proposal for the heating and ventilating system replacement for the wastewater treatment plant process building. This proposal is from Blend Air Mechanical Corp., Nanuet, New York, in the amount of $30,800. This cost will be charged to the wastewater treatment plant capital projects account.
Were there any other bidders, or?
Yes, we solicited, I sent out an RFP to four contractors.
This is below the bid requirement.
I see.
And he was the low bidder.
Okay, thank you.
Do I have a
So
motion?
moved.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Hagen?
Yes.
Mrs. Corrigan?
Yes.
Mr. Meehan?
Yes.
Mr. Byrne?
Yes.
I vote yes, motion carried.
Okay, that's it, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I need a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Ladies and gentlemen, just quickly, Daniel Friedman. Sorry. That's okay. Good thing he's here from the town of Ramapo. I don't know if, I'm sure most of you probably read in the newspaper that he's on his tour of municipalities, and we got picked as first on his list, but there was a lot of different things going on the night of our regular meeting, so he had asked to be able to come in tonight, so he just wants a few minutes of our time, just to, yeah, would you please, Virginia? Just to give us,
Okay, thank you, Mayor, for...
Sure.
Yeah, just for the record, you're
Yeah.
back into regular session.
yes, we're still, well, yes, back into regular session. Sorry, Virginia, I'm so sorry.
This doesn't need to be for the record, but I just came from, I left Midtown at 4:40, and I just pulled in.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you take the bridge?
Okay? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're glad that you made it.
Unreal.
Okay, you can go ahead.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mayor, for that introduction, and thanks for the opportunity to speak and for reopening this meeting. I am going around to every village in the town. We have 12 villages in our town. I'm representing just my own office. I'm not representing the town of Ramapo or anybody. The purpose of my going to every village is to discuss the issues that the town has been working on, and also to foster a closer dialogue between the town and our villages, which I think really needs some improvement. And if there are any local issues that can be addressed that I can assist with, as I've done in other villages, I would be more than happy to. That's the purpose. Recently, we passed our town budget for 2014. Initially, the proposed tax increase was 24.84% on the town-wide line. That is the line that every resident of Ramapo pays. There's an additional line for residents in unincorporated Ramapo who receive the services that villages provide. The unincorporated tax rate was set to fall by 13%. So there was a great inequity that was the first thing that I sought to try and rectify. With budget cuts and reworking the budget, we were able to bring the unincorporated tax up and the incorporated tax down, so that they were both exactly 4.49%. I don't believe that anyone should be overtaxed because of where in the town they choose to live, and this was something that was going to hurt residents of every village, obviously including Suffern. There were also some legislation that I proposed with the budget that would prevent, it's what I call the deficit prevention legislation. We are going to be receiving regular monthly and in some cases bi-monthly reports on expenditures so that we can have a more closely watched, we could stay on top of our finances in a much better and responsible way than has been done in the past. And I think that when we look at the numbers, literally almost every pay period when we're going to get a report, things are going above the budget, and they're going to create a deficit, which is going to lead to more tax increases and more problems. We need to pull back in the middle of the year. So we've given the town board with this legislation the opportunity to halt and prevent deficits in the middle of the year. That's what we've been able to do in the budget. If there are any questions or any issues that Suffern has, I do want to say that Chief Osborne is here. I said it on Facebook today, but I'll say it here again. I really want to applaud the incredible work, first of all, that he does with the police department, but also the work that's done by him and by the mayor and the board to improve the community by doing the toy drives and all the different things that are done all around the year. The Karate Kankowski Foundation, all of that work is incredible work for the community, and it's a great example to people all over this county, I believe. So if there are any questions that you have or any issues that I can help.
I do have one comment.
Sure.
I really applaud the efforts that you're reaching out to the different villages. I think it's really important that we have a good communication in place, since we do rely on each other for so much. Unfortunately, it's not been the case here in the village of Suffern, and there's been a very big lack of communication with the town. And I think I can speak for the board members that have remained on the board, that we have reached out on several occasions to have good communication with the town of Ramapo, and most of our communication has gone unanswered. So we would be very receptive and very, very happy to have a better communication system in place so that we can better able serve each other, and to be more cohesive in our efforts. So if you have any time, or you can give any suggestion as to how we could accomplish that, that would be wonderful. We have a lot of issues going on here in the village that we really could use the assistance from the town on, and we feel like the door has been closed on us, and we'd like to have that door reopened. So we are very, very much in favor of taking the first step forward to say, we would like to begin the process. So I don't know if you have any thoughts.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want you to feel like the doors are closed. Like I said, they need to be opened a little more, and that's why I'm doing this.
Right.
I can bring things to put them on the agenda, bring them to the attention of the town board, but I can also resolve issues that don't necessarily need the full town board's approval. There are a lot of different services and things. We rely on each other, we work together. Suffern's a full-service village, so less than perhaps other villages is Suffern, but I can understand. If you want to, we can get together at any time. You have my cell phone.
That would be wonderful.
And anybody can call me at any time. If there are some things that you think could be done without that much work, that could be done pretty quickly, if you want to say them, and I'll put them down and take care of them right away.
I think that sitting down and going through, because I think it's, a lot of different areas that need to be addressed, a lot of different issues. I know Jack and Joe have worked tirelessly on trying to keep a good relationship with the town on different issues. So if we could sit down, we could take some time to just go through and kind of show you what's kind of been going on. I think you've got a better understanding of where we are as a board. And, we have Matt and Frank here now who have come on board, who I'm sure could use some updating on, what's been going on, and I know that they're, staying with the board and wanting a good relationship, so.
Okay. Yeah, and I do want to welcome them as well, and obviously to you for making history here in Suffern.
Thank you.
It's really a great statement about Suffern and about where we're at, and I'm very interested in working with the board members, the new ones and the not-so-new ones. We're all working together. We all serve the same people. There is no reason why that door can't be fully open. So I will call you tomorrow morning, and we will
Great.
set up a meeting.
Excellent.
Okay.
I look forward to it.
All right, great.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks. Absolutely.
Thank you.